there's a part of yourself who appears. And the student is ready, the master appears. The master is the one to whom you feel no shame in bowing down. Within this dream, where all are one. We're dreaming this reality together. We're living in an illusion of separation as different separate entities, right? And within that, there's a part of yourself who appears. When the student is ready, the master appears. The master is the one to whom you feel no shame in bowing down. The master is the one to whom you willingly serve. It's funny because in the West we're conditioned from birth to grudgingly bow down and serve authority figures, starting early on in your parents, and then transitioning to school teachers, law enforcement authorities, and then bosses in workplaces. And you know, we toe the line in general, grudgingly a lot of the time. It's not a love relationship. And that therein lies the major difference between a spiritual relationship
I believe this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal
sort of
before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the
For
earth.
me, it was a difficult thing.
No single
I had
space
actually
project
never met in my life,
would be more impressive to mankind
as a young
or
man,
more important for the
a
long-range
person who
exploration
so
of space.
embodied, who so embodied the things I wanted to be. Until I met my master, I had never met someone who I would give up myself for. Who I instantly recognize as being, at the same time, part of myself, obviously, in this dream that we share, but supremely, just more advanced, better, beyond my reckoning. Anybody who has experienced any form of awakening in recent times, has gone myself, can recognize the madness that is reflected in the way some of myself I used to see. We don't really see these days. At any given time, yes, things change. The development of the soul. It's almost like there's no words for it, but to live it. You know, I was listening to a guy called Credo recently, who's this amazing African school shaman with terrific stories of ETs and history, true history, planetary history that is denied us now. And he was talking about how things can happen, and people literally will not be able to see it because of conditioning, and because of other manipulations that have been put upon us. All this to say, we sometimes don't realize that there can be something so good waiting out there for us in the limited scope of our experience up to that point. So for me, I got initiated into a mystic path 8 years now ago. 8 years ago, I began seeking. Well, truly, you never begin seeking, you're sort of always seeking, but I decided to, I became more serious about it. I was afforded the ability to become more serious about it within my reality at that point. I was like, I'm big on dreams. I was a lucid dreamer. Had started dabbling in out of body at that point. TenthGate here. I was told an interesting thing. So, from coming at you once again by somebody, May 1st, which was that 2016. The ether that a lot of people who can journey out of the body, the ether, astral, whatever. So the next realm beyond the physical. Let's start off with a nice pipe here. Is a shocker when I've been first going to Christmas cheer with consciousness for a couple of days now. I'm really enjoying myself. But what really changed my perspective on it was he said to me, that's just the beginning. There's so much more. It's going to be a good day. That realm, bigger than the physical realm, bigger than all the universe, is just the beginning step in a vast adventure. It seems important in this dream, for some reason, to honor the life you find yourself. But he also told me that the journey is fraught with dangers. Maintaining the body. I had a great workout today, and I feel really good. I ended up meeting my master through the sky. I had a great meditation today. Touched base. Showed me the dreams from the night. And 8 years into this thing, I understand looking to what is truly and honors the mind. So I chose a topic. There's a lot of things said about masters, spoke a path, and that I haven't yet touched on. In truth, I've been hesitant to bring it up. I think maybe I've touched on it a little bit somewhere along the line, but I haven't given it its due by any measure. And that topic is the perfect master. So, it's one of those things that there's no words for it, truly. And no words are necessary. But I don't see the very notion of it represented very strongly, particularly among my generation and Westerners. The tradition of master and disciple, most Christians will recognize that relationship. Jesus and his apostles, those were initiates, those were disciples. They followed a master, right? I think it's sort of represented in the Buddhic tradition, although Buddha's passed on now, they continue to follow it. One thing that's stressed in the tradition I follow is the need for a living master. A relationship with a being within this dream where we're all one. dreaming this reality together are living in an illusion of separation as different separate entities, right? And within that, there's a part of yourself who appears. When the student is ready, the master appears. The master is the one to whom you feel no shame in bowing down. The master is the one to whom you willingly serve. It's funny because in the West we're conditioned from birth to grudgingly bow down and serve authority figures, starting early on in your parents, and then transitioning to school teachers, law enforcement authorities, and then bosses in workplaces. And we toe the line in general, grudgingly, a lot of the time. It's not a love relationship. And that therein lies the major difference. For me, it was a difference. I had actually never met in my life, as a young man, a person who so embodied the things I wanted to be. Until I met my master, I had never met someone who I would give up myself. I instantly recognized as being. At the same time, part of myself, obviously, in this dream we share, but supremely, just more advanced, better, beyond my reckoning. Anybody who has experienced any form of awakening in recent times, as well I have, I myself have, can recognize the madness that is reflected in the way I see for myself and I used to see the world. We don't really see the world as it is. At any given time, I guess, things change. The development of the soul. There's almost like there's no words for it but to live it. But I was listening to a guy called Credo recently. Who's this amazing African musician with terrific stories of ETs and history, true history, planetary history that is behind us all. And he was talking about how things can happen, and people literally will not be able to see it because of conditioning,